Let's talk about the influence of intermittent fasting over the cardiovascular system. There's so many benefits from intermittent fasting, but the benefit to the heart is a major, major benefit. So it all starts with lowering insulin. Okay, so when you fast, you decrease insulin. And insulin controls what type of fuel that the body's going to run on, what type of fuel that the heart will run on. And it just so happens that fatty acids from fat cells are the main source of fuel to the heart. And your heart prefers a type of ketone, acetoacetate, to glucose. So this is just one of the three types of ketones. The problem is when you're running your body on glucose, you don't have as much oxygen and you're getting a lot more waste in CO2. So fasting switches your body from glucose to ketones. But when you eat, it's inverted. You go from ketosis to glucose. And the other interesting thing about ketones is that they have the ability to feed the heart if the heart is in a damaged state. So if you have any type of cardiovascular disease, your heart will benefit greatly from fasting and providing ketones with a low-carb diet. Also, you'll see improvement with atherosclerosis. Your arteries will become less stiff. Your blood pressure can come down. And you're improving insulin resistance, which automatically will increase your ability to absorb electrolytes. So you'll have more electrolyte function and you'll have less problems with the rhythm of the heart. Like you'll have less palpitations and less problems with things like atrial fibrillation. Because the pacemaker of the heart, which controls the rhythm, needs the electrolytes. And when you have insulin resistance, you're not going to be able to absorb the quantity of electrolytes. Now, one little point about the liver. When you're doing fasting, you are depleting the storage of glucose. It's called glycogen. And if your body needs glucose, it has the ability to make glucose in the liver. It's called glyconeogenesis. This means new, making new glucose from ketones, from other things from fat like glycerol. So when your body needs glucose and it makes it, it's not dangerous. But when you get glucose from the diet, that's when it becomes dangerous. Not only does it create massive oxidation with the inside of the arteries, but it triggers insulin and it stops this process from happening. It doesn't allow you to release ketones and fatty acids as much, and your body just becomes dependent on glucose. And it's the glucose that increases the risk for damage within the artery lining, the endothelial layer of the inside of the arteries. And when it's damaged, it attracts certain types of cholesterol to heal it and calcium, and it forms plaquing, and then that can break off and cause a stroke or clog the artery directly. All right, guys, there you have it. But if intermittent fasting is something that interests you, check out these additional videos on this page.